y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty. Currently streaming this on Twitch. If you're seeing me on Twitch, thank you for tuning in. If you're seeing it on YouTube, hope you enjoy the content. We are in week 6 as the number 1 Georgia Bulldogs are hosting the number 18 Auburn Tigers. Auburn is off to a good start this season. This is a big week for Georgia when it comes to recruiting. Got several guys coming in to visit. Let's kind of take a look at some of these guys and who they are. We do have Tobias. Let's see. I believe Boyce is coming in this week. He is. One-on-one coaching, using for him A+. Let's see. Don't have him on a visit yet. Mix. Nope, next week for him. I know we had a couple of guys. I know Deontay Riggs was originally supposed to be coming into town to visit this week, but he decided not to commit to Florida. Didn't even get a chance to host him for an official visit. Not really as many players coming in. We have R.J. Dorsey here, 5-star corner, the number 2 guy in the country. This is Gerald Flynn, free safety, number 2 guy in the country, 5-star coming in. We got good pitches on all of these guys. Hoping that a win really shows out. Just a quick note. I added some sleeves to let's see who it is. Added some sleeves to Ellis Robinson, and in doing so, I guess because he shares the same number as Trevor Etienne, excuse me, it actually changed Etienne to number 17. It's kind of the only thing that I can think of maybe that caused it. Should be a day 1 quote-unquote patch in tomorrow for the game. I'm hoping that it situates this. I hadn't really thought about why it might be, but I'm guessing because they have the same number, it ended up pushing Etienne out from wearing number 1, so we'll just pretend that he's representing a former teammate or something in high school. Go from there. Hopefully that gets straightened up. But yeah, we're hosting Auburn, off to a very good start to the season. Was going to pull up the roster, but instead we'll take a look at what they have done so far this year. Slide up and take a look at them. Again, Auburn's 4-1, ranked number 18 in the country. They beat the Pandas, beat Cal 17-6, beat New Mexico State 28-22, beat Arkansas at home 27-10. The only game they've lost so far has been to Oklahoma, and that was last week. In this game, they actually outgained Oklahoma fairly significantly. They still ran the ball well, but let's kind of see what maybe turned the tide here. Looks like it was more of just a close-knit game. I mean, no turnovers for Auburn. Just we're not able to pull out the victory in the end. We see Peyton Thorne. He is hurt. I have to check and see whether or not he's going to play, but if not, it looks like it's going to be Walker White, true freshman, which would be good news for us. Not that I want anybody to get hurt. I'd rather play them at the top of their game, but they do have Jarquez Hunter had a good day. And Rivaldo Fairweather, the tight end, had a big day. So yeah, we'll take a look, and I guess we'll check out the injury report first, just to see if Thorne is going to play. It does not look like it. He still had that injury tag around him, and Thorne has an abdominal tear, so we will not be seeing him. So Walker White was a really good high school recruit. Obviously, is a true freshman. Barely played any this past weekend. Was just 6 of 7 I saw. But looks like he's going to get the start against us. He's a good athlete, but obviously low awareness. Being a freshman, good arm. Accuracies are not too far off of Thorne outside of the deep ball. So have to assume they're going to try to get his legs involved. Utilize the short passing game and hand the ball off to Jarquez Hunter here. Very good running back. Got Jeremiah Cobb, sophomore, behind him, and Damari Alston as their top 3 guys. Before it really drops off, you got Robert Lewis, Smaller guy that doesn't have a lot of speed, but pretty solid change of direction. Keandre Lambert-Smith here, 6'1", 184. Deep threat senior. Cam Coleman, the 5-star true freshman wide receiver. Really good guy for him. And you got Perry Thompson, another freshman wide receiver. Definitely, let's see what Cam Coleman has done so far this year. Got a lot of physicals. Obviously has really good size. Just a good all-around athlete. 13 catches, 158 yards, and he's got 2 scores on the season. Auburn has played an additional game than we have. We've already had our first bye week, so some of their stats are a little bit different of an outlook than ours. So Rivaldo, Fairweather here, big body, possession, tight end, does have some speed. Obviously, just had the huge game against Oklahoma. Got Percy Lewis, solid senior left tackle. Dylan Wade is a bit lower down from what you would anticipate from a upper end SEC guard. And we got here at center, we got Connor Liu, who is also hurt. And Tate Johnson's also hurt. So they are all the way down to Braden Joyner, it looks like, at center, assuming they're not utilizing the guard inside. Jeremiah Wright, Dylan Cinda, Xavier Miller at right tackle. So the offensive line is not in a good spot for Auburn here at all. Should be something that Georgia should be able to capitalize on. Got Kendrick Falk, Zycavius Walker, here, left end. Right end, you got K'Ron Crawford. 2 solid guys. They're starting, but nothing otherworldly for sure. Defensive tackle is much the same with Philip Blighty and Jason Jones. Left tackle, really good player here, and Jalen McLeod. Good speed, good change of direction. Play rec is extremely high. Good pass rusher, and gets off the ball really well. Let's just see just in case they do drop it. He's just a good all-around player. 80 zone, 91 finesse, 84 block shedding. That's it. It's a really good all-around outside linebacker there. Can do a little bit of everything. Got Dorian Amalsi Jr., 79 overall, not super fast. That's part of the field we should be able to hurt Auburn at. And now we got Eugene Asante, another really good outside linebacker. Really kind of in a similar mold. Not quite as good as McLeod as far as a pass rusher, but good run defender, and he's not as good as zone. So just kind of a slightly less talented player than McLeod, but still a good player there. Cornerback, got a senior Keontae Scott, a lot of speed there. You got Kayan Lee. Got Antonio Kite, got Champ Anthony, and got Jay Crawford. Looks like it's their top 5. Got some speed. No huge corners, but definitely decent size there, especially in that top 3. Free safety, you got Caleb Wooden, solid. Not the best athlete in the world, but good play rec, good zone, actually a good man coverage for safety. You don't see that very much. And at strong safety, we got Jaron Thompson, much the same. A little bit better of a zone guy, but not a big body, strong safety. But a good player nonetheless. Certainly would think that Georgia will enter this one in as the favorite, and we'll get this thing rolling. First really big, actually, it is the first big home game of the season. And I think we'll do something a little special for that. In 2007, Georgia brought out their black jerseys for the first time against Auburn. So let's do that here. This yet again the game of the week. This is the 3rd time we have been the game of the week, but Clemson, Alabama, and now against Auburn. You see, we match up well against them from a talent perspective, and we will get this rolling. Yeah, big recruiting weekend, big home game. Got the crowd blacked out. Always awesome to see. Yeah, just very excited. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. Watching this on Twitch, shoot me a follow and join the journey. Again, I got a lower tier Dynasty starting up probably this weekend, trying to wait to see if we have a day one patch, you know, for the official release date. Tomorrow, with this being Thursday, tomorrow being Friday, the official release date. Pretty much certain of who I'm going to go with, but we'll start that up tomorrow. And for now, we got Brett Thorson kicking us off. Crowd is definitely energized. It's nice to be back home after a couple of games on the road. It's been 3 weeks since we played a home game. We're in week 6 and they've only played one. As we see Coach Will Brown there. Shows it off right here. Auburn is the series leader, but Georgia has won 7 straight games. Last year, Georgia struggled, had to have a good fourth quarter to win the game, but we got Walker White lined up in the pistol. First play, of course, he hands it off to Jarquez Hunter, and Warren Brinson and Nazir Stackhouse stacked that one up, I guess you could say. Mondon made him turn inside. Walker White now 5 wide by himself in the backfield. He throws it over, does get the completion. Did not see exactly who that was. I'm going to try to turn on just because it can be a little hard to see. Let's do visual feedback. Let's see if I can do player names always on. Okay, just the user control player. That kind of sucks. So, okay. I'm trying to see if I can maybe get a little bit easier read on who some of these players are. But Walker White in the shotgun, 3rd and 4. Does Georgia dial up pressure here? They do not. And got him scrambling, and we get a sack. Kristen Miller, first sack and a 3 and out for Auburn. Auburn again off to a good start, but they're without their senior quarterback in Peyton Thorne, who is out with an abdominal tear. Walker White getting his first career start in a very hostile environment. It's not really the way that you would want to start your career. Anthony Evans calls the fair catch. Georgia's got a couple things up their sleeve today in regards to the passing game from all reports. Passing game has largely been very dink and dunk. And if reports are true, I think we could see a different read on here today as Beck opens up under center again with ETN behind him wearing number 17. Beck takes the snap, rolls out, gets a ball out to lead that. Yes, Dominique Lovett, really nice catch there. Good throw, threading the needle in between 2 guys. You got Beck coming out again under center. ETN wearing number 17. It's a decent little run, gain of 3. And Georgia off to a good start again on offense. Certainly what you were looking for. Beck this time comes out in the shotgun. ETN to his right. He takes the snap and he throws it over a really nice catch to Colby Young. Young, the transfer from Miami, has not gotten a whole lot of targets this year as the offense is kind of funneled toward Dominique Lovett and Oscar Delp, who are both having very, very strong seasons. But Colby Young has made a couple of excellent plays. Got Beck in the shotgun and hands off ETN. Big hole. ETN jukes his way outside, but does get chased down after a first down run. Jalen McLeod, the talented outside linebacker, is banged up. We will see if Georgia tries to attack the part of the field that McLeod typically lines up on. Let's see what they decide to call here. Beck takes the snap. He's going to try to give Bell a chance, and Bell, the ball is knocked away. Out there, nice play by the cornerback. Beck lining up again here in the shotgun, has Delp all alone out to his left, ETN in the backfield. Let's see what Georgia tries to pile up here. Takes a snap, dumps it off quick to ETN, who makes a nice catch after getting hit. Gain of about 6. We got a 3rd down. 3rd and 4, Georgia in scoring position. I try not to say it to jinx it, but you know you're looking to not turn the football over here. Let's see what Georgia can do. Beck takes the snap, out 5 wide, gets the ball to London Humphreys, a nice inside whip route. That is an easy score for Georgia. Up 6-0, London Humphreys. I believe that's his second touchdown of the season. Had one last week against Alabama. They have Woodring out and knocks it in. 7-0 Georgia. Auburn with a true freshman quarterback in a hostile environment. This is not the start that they wanted as Thorson boots this one away. Let's see if Auburn is able to respond here. Parker White in the shotgun, Jarquez Hunter to his left. Parker White takes the snap. Ooh, and they are dropped back to throw. He dumps it out. Good open field tackle there by Everett on a gain of 4. And it's Cam Coleman already with his second catch of the day. Now we got Walker White back out in the shotgun. Jarquez Hunter to his right. He tries to take it. Raylan Wilson gets off the block to at least put a body on him. But the rest of the defense comes and helps him clean it up. 3rd and 6. Auburn desperately needs something here. And he dumps it off, and he gets the first down. Jarquez Hunter beats his man there in man coverage. Raylan Wilson not able to keep up with him. Got Walker White here again. Takes the snap there again. Dropping back to pass, and Raylan Wilson was in a good spot. Turned his head at the wrong second. Could have been an interception, a mistake. A bad throw from Walker White, excuse me. Let's see what they draw up now. They dump it out wide. He goes out of bounds. That is Railford, I believe is his name, the big body tight end. White in the shotgun. Josh back to pass again. Oh, gets the guy open. He has to break a tackle and then get the ball away. But Georgia is forcing a punt. As Auburn was able to convert on the 3rd and long. Punts it off. Anthony Evans back there. He does catch this one and makes a play. He's able to get around number 25. Gets the ball up to about the 35-yard line as Georgia takes back over here. Beck is out under center this time. Branson Robinson for the first time today. And he hands it off to Robinson. Robinson gets met in the hole. I believe that's McLeod back out there who led the way with the tackle. Beck under center. He takes the snap. Tries to thread a needle, and he does. Oscar Delp. Nice little back shoulder movement there to keep him away from the linebacker, taking the full body shot. Beck out here under center yet again. A carry for Branson. Branson looked like he was going to fall forward. Auburn is able to drop him back, though. We now have a 2nd and 8. What does Georgia draw up here? Got 2 tight ends to the right. Lovett and Bell out to the left. Beck is Jurasek in motion. Takes the snap. Gets the pass out. Gets it to Lovett. Lovett breaks a tackle with a nice gain. After the catch, gets a first down. Gain of about 15 there. Really nice play call. See Georgia line up in the same formation. They like to get both of these tight ends out. Again, he sends Jurasek out to the left. He takes the snap, and he hands it off to Etienne. Nice hole up the middle. Etienne, a gain of about 3. 3 really good carries for Etienne so far. Auburn has not had many answers for this Georgia offense. Now Georgia comes out in their famous bunch formation. Beck takes the snap and is going to drop it off. Jurasek gets close to the 20-yard line there. And Jurasek, the Stanford transfer, has had a decent game or two, but has not been as utilized as I think he believed he was. Delp has really taken the Brock Bowers role on this offense and running away with it. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap, and he then gets it out. Love it on a short catch. Had a little bit of contact there in the secondary, but nothing is called. Again, Georgia loving this this bunch formation. They have attacked teams with it all year. He's going to dump that one over to Oscar Delp. And another Bulldog first down. Back, ETN to his left. He hands it off. ETN takes it. He's about 4. Georgia at the 2-yard line. Beck draws up the audible. He takes it. You guys love it over the middle for a touchdown. Beck probably could have ran that one in, decides to drop it off to his slot receiver, Dominic Lovett's excellent campaign. On pace to be the second Georgia Bulldog ever to get to 1,000 yards receiving. Beck has just been on absolute fire. 10 for 11 already with 2 scores here in the first quarter. Georgia appears to be firmly in control. And Thorson kicks it away. Auburn just really is in a bad spot. They've got to get some offense going. And they're trying to do it with a true freshman quarterback in one of the toughest environments in all of college football. White in the shotgun takes a snap. He does hand it off. Georgia is there to clean it up, though. Does get 4. Again, 3 carries for 5 yards so far for Hunter. Hunter now to White's right. White takes the handoff. Did they get it? They do use the touch pass to Cam Coleman. Gains just a couple of yards. It is 3rd and short. White has gotten 8 yards on 18 yards, on 7 passes. Everything's been short, close to the line of scrimmage. White takes the snap. Ooh, and a nice throw. Ooh, hard hit by Aguero there in the back, and Auburn runs the huddle up. They look to the sideline to see what they've got drawn up. It's another handoff. Mondin causes Hunter to turn back in where he's got some help, but Hunter's able to gain 5 yards there yet again. This is what Auburn needs. They need their run game early on in drives to keep them ahead of the chains. Ooh, that's a nice catch. Ellis Robinson not quite able to knock the ball away. White again in the shotgun, has not been under center yet today, which is not unexpected. And Coleman breaks the tackle from Everett, gets down the sideline on the RPO. That's a true freshman talent there for you guys. That's a 5-star, makes the play, shows off the burst. A really, really nice play there by Cam Coleman. And Auburn trying to get going here. White in the shotgun takes the snap, gets a handoff. Jarquez Hunter is tackled there by Daniel Harris, I believe. But it's a gain of 4. Again, they're staying ahead of the chains. That is all you can really ask for. We have White in the snap. He does get the handoff. Raylan Wilson is able to bring Hunter down, but not before he gains about 4 again. We're going to have a 3rd and short here as we start the second quarter. Auburn is in Georgia territory. See, both the quarterbacks are off to sharp starts. Beck, 2 passing touchdowns. He's now in double digits for the season. Got 11 touchdowns. Does again have the 4 interceptions. He's thrown 1 in every game. Certainly looking to clear that up. White on the 3rd and 2 by himself. And that one is caught. Relford short underneath, 3rd down catch. White, 1st and 10 inside the Georgia 15. RPO. That's a really nice play as Auburn gets it down to the 1. Lambert Smith, 3 catches, 42 yards. Really trying to make a name for herself here. And what does Georgia do? They're going, Auburn's going to hand it off to Hunter, and he gets in pretty easy for the Tiger touchdown. And assuming he makes the extra point, Georgia will be up 14-7 here as they're about to get the ball again. Jarquez Hunter, 18 yards so far with a touchdown. And another roughing the kicker there, but does not change the outcome of the play. And Auburn is going to kick it off now from the 50-yard line. Have to assume this one gets booted into the stands, and it does. Arian Smith was unable to corral that one at all as it is kicked well over his head. And as we said, it looked like Georgia was going to try to bring a wrinkle out here. And let's see, all reports said that they were. And yes, it does appear that Anthony Evans, the talented sophomore, is going to get some additional playing time, as he is going to come out here with the offense. Evans has game-breaking speed. Colby Young, again, has not been overly utilized. We have Beck lined up in the shotgun. He takes the snap, dumps it over to Delp. There, a gain of 6. Georgia said they wanted to get Evans involved this season outside of the blowout win against the Pandas in week 2. They have not really been able to get him out there. We have Beck in the shotgun again. He takes it, hands it off to Etienne, who's able to get away from number 12 and gain about 4 or so there. Makes it a 3rd and short. Let's see what the offense can draw up here. Got Lovett out to his left by himself. 3 receivers to the right. He takes it. He is going to, that ball is knocked away. Really good play. Got the ball out late. Beck's just 2nd in completion of the day, and Georgia is going to punt. And they do get it away. Almost hits Thorson as he dives to try to block it. We have White in this Auburn offense who seemed to get going there on the last drive. Let's see if they keep it up, and let's see how Georgia responds. White takes the snap, hands it off. Mondin misses him, misses Hunter in the hole. A little too aggressive, tried to go for a big hit, and it backfires. White in the shotgun, 4 wide. He tries to scramble away, but he gets sacked. Kristen Miller is having a monster 2024 season for the Georgia Bulldogs. A 3rd and 12. Got to think Georgia's going to keep them in front of the sticks, keep everything in front of them, and he does get that completed, but he is stopped. 4th and inches. Looks like Auburn is going to punt it back to Georgia. And he gets it away. Punted out. Anthony Evans is going to let that one bounce, and it does barely roll into the end zone. Georgia back out on offense. Carson Beck in the shotgun. Etienne to his left. He steps back. Gets the ball to Anthony Evans, gains about 11 there. Bit of a far drop back there for Carson Beck. Wanted to make sure he had plenty of time. Let's see what they come up with next here. Got Beck again in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Etienne as well to his right. He's going to try to take a deep shot. Not the best pass. Wanted to back the Auburn coverage up a little bit there, but certainly was not the right read Got all from Beck. Tried to get the ball out to the speedy Evans, trying to get him involved. Beck takes the snap, hands it off to Etienne. Etienne cuts it back, tries to juke in between two defenders, and does gain about 5 yards there. We have a 3rd and 5. Again, Georgia was unable to convert the 3rd down on their last possession. Have to think they got something dialed up here. Beck looks like doing some audibling. And he does get it out there to Dylan Bell for the 3rd down conversion. Bell was expected to have a bigger season than he has had so far. This Georgia offense, again, has been very heavily focused on Delp and Lovett. But Bell has made a couple of really nice plays. Beck in the shotgun. Etienne, he sends him in motion. He dumps it out. Etienne with some blockers, got a 1st down. Jukes past a couple of defenders inside the 35. This Georgia offense is cooking, utilizing their guys, getting them in space. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Okay, ready?
Beck in the shotgun, Etienne to his left. He sends Lovett in motion. Auburn switches up their entire defense, but it's a bad look as they get Evans in stride. Evans, huge play inside the 10. Auburn looked very confused there on that play. And here we go. Georgia in scoring territory, have done a really nice job trying to get Evans involved here. And now inside the Auburn 10. A little over 3.5 minutes left in the 1st half. Georgia trying to go back up 2 scores. Beck takes the handoff, gets it to Etienne. Etienne. Looks like a gain of nothing there. And Etienne's a little shaken up. Looks like we're going to have Branson Robinson come out. Beck under center. Takes the handoff. Branson with a good run. Tries to lower his shoulders. Gets it down to the 1-yard line. See Etienne come back out. Beck under center. Tries to get it out to Delp. They are not able to get it. Have to thank Georgia, being the confident team that they are going to go for this one. At least see what look they get. Beck in the shotgun, Etienne his left. They do go for it. Etienne cuts it back against the grain and scores another touchdown for the Dogs. 21-7, Etienne's 4th rushing touchdown of the season with just less than 3 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Georgia again back up by 2 scores. Really nice gamble there. They've been able to run the ball a little bit better here the past couple of weeks. Very confident with the success that they've had on the ground so far today. Etienne with a nice move to just cut it back as Auburn was able to get initial pressure in the interior of the defensive line. And Thorson kicks it off. That ball's going to be brought out by Auburn. Ooh, and he gets hit by Ellis Robinson at about the 15-yard line. Auburn does start off the 2nd half. Actually, Georgia starts off the 2nd half with the ball. Auburn tries to draw up a screen. Jarquez Hunter. Oh, and a nice spin move to get around Mondin. Mondin decided to come back after a lackluster junior season for him. He's made a couple of plays, but has struggled some as well. The read option does not work. He is quite as swallowed up by Christian Miller and Michael Williams. It is a 3rd and 6. The crowd in Athens making their presence felt, and Mondin unable to get his hand up as that ball got dropped right over his head to Fairweather. I was calling him Relford earlier. I apologize, Fairweather. The nice tight end. White back in the shotgun. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Again, Georgia up 21-7. Auburn has made a couple of nice third down conversions, have shown some explosiveness in their passing game. Here they go, they drop back. That one's over the middle. Mondin and Raylan Wilson both missed the tackle, but it does get cleaned up. Gain of 5. White in the shotgun, Hunter to his right. Got Lambert Smith to his left. He dumps it over the middle. Attacking the cover 3. Mondin just not quite deep enough to scare White off from that pass. White is 15 of 17, really having a lot of success through the air. He's been accurate, no complaints. If you're an Auburn fan, Mondin again misses a tackle, just really having a bad drive. I think he's got to regain his composure a little bit here. Auburn now inside Georgia's 20, less than a minute left. That's a nice whip route. Ellis Robinson able to knock him out of bounds, but Auburn is inside the Georgia 10. White takes the snap and finds him in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. That's Jarquez Hunter, who is lined up in the slot. And they're going to do a booth review on that. Let's see if this one stands up. And it looks like to me he got his feet down. And they do confirm it. Georgia's got 46 seconds left. And they kick it away, 21-14 now. Auburn kicks it away. I have to think Georgia's going to try to be aggressive here. Anthony Evans takes it, almost breaks it loose. Gets out to the 23-yard line. Let's see what Georgia can cook with here. They do have all 3 of their timeouts. Back with a hot route. He takes the snap. Tries to go deep to Delp. Ended up being double covered. Couple of less than stellar decisions here by Beck. Trying to be a little too aggressive with the deep ball here at times. Again, out 5 wide. And he does find Delp there, though, over the middle. Georgia is going to call a timeout. They got 2 left, roughly 35 seconds. Really nice throw over the linebacker's head. And Georgia is out to close to midfield. Georgia again comes out in the 5 wide, showing a whole lot of confidence in their senior quarterback. He finds Humphreys. Humphreys gets the first down. Georgia's going to huddle, going to hurry it up here. Beck takes the snap, gets it out to Lovett real quick. Unable to get the first down. They'll call a timeout here as well. About 21 seconds left. Beck, 5 wide. He's going to take the shot to the speedy Anthony Evans at one-on-one coverage, but a really nice play out there by Keontae Scott. Beck again trying to deliver the deep ball down the field if he can. Beck takes the snap. And again is going to go deep, but does throw this one out of bounds on the 4th and 1. Georgia, only 1 timeout, decided to just take another shot at the end zone there with 11 seconds left. Now it's a big field goal, and he moves it to the left. He misses it, but there is a flag on the play. We're seeing, yes we are, another roughing the kicker. And Georgia now is alive again at Auburn 16. Let's see, Georgia obviously still with a timeout, has got some time to play with. Got 4 wide ETN to Beck's left. He takes the snap. And that is not a good decision, and that is picked off. Tries to get a little too aggressive there. Beck with his 5th interception in as many games. Georgia with a chance to go up 2 scores while getting the ball to start the second half. Unable to do so, and we go to halftime with Georgia up 21-14. No reason to throw that ball there. Mossy made a good play. There's not even any pressure. Beck throws a little bit off his back foot. Has got to step up in the pocket if you're going to try to deliver a ball over the middle like that. It's a game Georgia should be up at least another, field goal. They've outplayed Auburn, but Auburn is hanging tough. A couple of really good drives. White, after a slow start, has shown some confidence. And Georgia, again, letting red zone turnovers kind of stagger this offense, but they do start with the ball to start the second half. Let's see how they respond. Anthony Evans gets the ball, takes it, breaks a tackle, gets out past the 20, out to the 23. Got to think Georgia's going to go back to the well of the run game. Etienne has had a very good game here. Beck in the shotgun. He does hand off. Etienne uses some maneuver, gets about 6 following his blockers. Beck again comes out in the shotgun. 3 wide. Delpit tight end. Etienne beside him. He takes the snap. Got Lovett over the middle with a nice tough catch. The safety almost came down and was able to break that one up, but was unable to. 6 catches for 58 yards for Lovett. Has not really had the big crazy play, but has caught everything thrown his way. Beck in the shotgun, 3 wide. Etienne to his right. He takes the snap. That ball is to Evans, who makes sure to grab it as Beck gets knocked around there at the end. Evans does get the catch, but no additional yardage. 2nd and 4. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He gets it out to Etienne. Can Etienne outrun him to the corner? He cannot. A loss of 2. And you see Beck a little shook up for sure. Have to see what they can try to draw up here. Georgia has been killing teams with the short passing game. They've been trying to get the deep ball more involved today. Oof, and he's able to find Dylan Bell, and Dylan Bell is stopped short. And Georgia's going to have to punt to start the second half. Got a really good punt there by Thorson, it looks like. Is that ball going to stay in? It is not. Rolls all the way out of the back of the end zone. Auburn is going to start with the ball at the 20-yard line. Georgia letting Auburn hang around. Credit to Auburn for making some plays, though, and that ball, Hunter tries to get a run. TID, Ingram Dawkins shuts down Hunter on that play. And we now have a 2nd and 11. Got 2 tight ends to White's right, and it's another handoff. He's able to get around Ingram Dawkins and able to get around Mondin for a 10-yard carry. Smile Mondin struggling today. He's not making enough plays. That's another handoff. Mondin tries to get him turned back, but he is able to get around him. A nice, easy 1st down for the Auburn Tigers. The White, 4 wide. Decides to run the read option. He's got room. Ellis Robinson is able to bring him down, but Jarquez Hunter got an injury. Really a nice explosive run. They finally got White involved for the first time as a ball carrier. White back out there. Cobb beside him. Gets it out to Coleman, and Coleman gets completely shut down. Dalen Everett, who had his struggles last year, but is off to a fantastic start this season. Out at cornerback for Georgia. Auburn running 2 stacks. Get the ball out to Lambert Smith, I believe that was. That is a gain of 6. It's 3rd and 4. What does Georgia try to do here? What is Auburn going to attack that defense with? Run a delay, and Mondon and Wilson shut down the carry for Cobb. 4th and 2, but Auburn is leaving their offense out on the field. 5 wide. White takes the snap, tries to dump it, and that gets through Mondon's hands, but is not caught. And Georgia gets off the field. An excellent play by Mondon, who has had his struggles today, but helps Georgia get off the field there. 1st and 10, ETN to Beck's right. He takes the carry, misses the hole, but does still gain positive yards there, a gain of 2. You can tell Beck is still a little shaken up. Beck again lines up in the shotgun. Branson to his right. He takes the snap, handoff, good blocking. Branson bounces it outside, a juke. And Georgia now into Auburn territory. Branson again to Beck's right. Play action, but they just swarm. Beck just does not have time to get it away. Gutsy call. They tried to create a big play with the play action. Did not have time to develop as Falk is able to beat Ernest Green off the edge. And now Georgia's got to go back to the drawing board here. Beck takes the snap. Gonna get the ball to Lovett. Lovett, only a gain of 6, a 3rd and 13. What does Georgia draw up here to try to get either the 1st down or at least get in a spot to maybe get a field goal opportunity? Beck gets hit as he tries to throw. Beck is taking a beating here. Georgia is forced to punt. Auburn with the sack on 1st down there. Really put Georgia in a bad spot. Georgia is going to punt it away. And it's going to be inside the 20. Fair catch for Auburn there. White back out. And Auburn make a play. Nice whip route. Lambert Smith down the sideline finally gets chased down. A huge gain, gets it to midfield. Just Georgia, a couple of bad pursuit angles there, put them in a bad spot. Auburn runs the hurry up. Got Cam Coleman to the right there, almost like an H-back. He gets handoff, but that is blown up by Ellis Robinson. They have run that zone out of that formation several times. Georgia was ready for it. White in the shotgun, Cobb to his right. He takes the snap, he fakes it, and he is sacked. Tristan Miller, 3rd sack of the game. We have a 3rd and 15 for the Auburn Tigers. White again back there, he takes the snap. Georgia's dropping their guys in covers, and Jalen Walker cleans him up. 2nd sack in as many plays. 4th and 21. Auburn is going to have to punt it back to Georgia. If you're the Georgia defense, you're looking at your offense and asking for a score here. Auburn punts it away. Evans is going to catch it. He's going to have room to play. He's going to have room to go. And he tries to take it up the middle, tries to bounce back to the outside, but does get it up to his own 34-yard line. Georgia is back out in possession. Beck lines up, 2 wide receivers to his right, ETN to his left, puts Lovett in motion, a touch pass, and he scored a touchdown on. Last week, Lovett jukes to the outside, a huge gain, close to a 15-yarder for Georgia there. Beck comes back out in the shotgun, 3 wide. He hands the ball off this time. Ratledge gets a good block for ETN, who's able to get around him. Gains about 7. We got Blighty there, gets hurt for Auburn. Got a 2nd and 4 coming up. ETN having another pretty good game here with plenty of time left. Let's see what Georgia decides to do. They actually line up with ETN in the slot on this play. An interesting look. Branson gets the carry, though. Unable to get around the defender. Just a gain of 2. Georgia here. 3rd down. Really need to get this. The defense has made plays. The offense has just got to get going. After a really strong start, the interception at the end of the 2nd quarter really puts Georgia in a worse spot than they otherwise would be. They come out here in the bunch. ETN to Beck's right. He takes the snap. He's going to drop that off to Yursek, and he misses him. As easy a throw as you're going to get, and Georgia is going to stay out there on the fourth down play here. And let's see what they get. Beck, as you can see, disgusted with himself. He's taking some shots, but that does not mean you can miss that play. Beck takes the snap, sees the pressure, dumps it out to Humphreys. Humphreys does make the grab, and that's a Bulldog 1st down. Beck stays out in the 5 wide. He takes the snap. Going to try to get out to Lovett quick. Lovett with the catch, gain of 4. Auburn seems to be sitting on these shorter routes, but Georgia has been unable to punish them with the deep ball so far in this one. Got Beck again in the shotgun, ETN to his right. And Beck is going to get sacked again. 3rd and 14. He wanted to take a deep shot. Nothing was there. And now Georgia in a really, really bad spot. See if they can get back into field goal range. And he does get, oh, he did have Evans over the top of Delt. The safety misses the tackle. Delt dives it in. A huge play for the Georgia offense as they do score on a 3rd and I believe 14. 27-14 now for Georgia. As the extra point on the final play of the 3rd quarter, Oscar Delt, who is having a fantastic season in replacing Brock Bowers, just continues to make plays. Georgia's up 28-14 as we enter the 4th quarter. Here's a look at your current top 25 with Georgia, Ohio State, Penn State, and Notre Dame. Headlining that is your top 4. Again, Kansas State also rising up to number 5 there, leading the way in the Big 12. Of course, with the new playoff format, you have the top 4 conference champions all get the 1st round bye. The 5th highest ranked conference champion gets an automatic bid, and the rest are all at large. So Notre Dame, even as a top 4 team, would not get the bye, not playing in a conference. We have a long way to go. White sends Cobb out to his right. He dumps it off. Mondon does clean up the tackle, but it's a gain of 7. I believe that was to Lambert Smith again. White has been incredibly efficient. 22 for 25, I believe is what it said. He hands off, runs the read option, but he falls down trying to get around his blocker. Looks like they're going to credit Christian Miller with the tackle there. 5 tackles for loss. His number 52 is having an outstanding game. 3rd and 4, White takes the snap. And he gets sacked. Michael Williams comes around the edge. Gives him, I believe, 2.5 sacks on the season to force the punt. Michael It's a 4th and 9. They're going for it. Down 2 scores at their own 11. White takes the snap. He tries to throw it out. That ball is knocked away by Julian Humphrey. Georgia gets off the field. You can bet this offense is going to look to put this game away. Beck in the bunch, takes the snap. Going to get the ball out to Urasek. Urasek gains about 8. Beck now over 300 yards. Let's see where they go from here. It's 2nd and 2 from the 4-yard line. Beck takes the snap. Gonna try to scramble up the middle. I don't know if they're gonna count that as a sack or not, but it is essentially right back to the same formation.
Got it. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
Gets it out to Lovett, who's able to squeeze it back. A heck of a throw, his 4th touchdown pass of the day. And Georgia has separated from Auburn with just a little over 6 minutes left. I think you have to question at that point in the 4th quarter the decision to go. Beck, while he's getting hit, is still able to get that ball out there. Really gutsy throw from Beck. And Lovett now with 10 catches for 85 yards and 2 scores. Again, not a lot of big plays, but he does have 2 touchdowns on the day. Still a little crazy that Auburn decided to go for it in that position. I would think you would punt, hope for a stop to get better field position versus putting your defense in that spot. But Auburn back out, now in full-blown desperation mode, down 3 touchdowns. That ball is picked off. Mondin, the bad day, with the dagger. The pick 6. Mondin. White tries to throw the curl. Mondin reads it like a book. Takes it in for as easy a score as you can ask for. And this is now a game that just a few minutes ago was just a touchdown game. I mean, Auburn was just down 21-14 just a few minutes ago, and Georgia has now blown this game wide open in the matter of in about the last 10 plays or so. Not really that much different from the Kentucky game. It's 42-14. Georgia kicks the ball away. Auburn kneels it down. Georgia and Auburn both keep their starters out on the field. White takes the snap, tries to scramble. Mondin and Daniel Harris make sure that he slides there. White in the shotgun. Sends his running back in motion. It's a swing pass. Good blocking set up there. Ellis Robinson does make the tackle, but it's a first down. Jeremiah Cobb's first catch of the day. Does gain about 7 there and gets the first down. White in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right. Mondin reads that like a book. Lambert Smith, I believe, on the catch there, does gain a yard. 2nd and 9 for Auburn. Take the snap. They set up the screen. Mondin is on fire. He has had a rough day, but has had an excellent 4th quarter to put his stamp on this game. White running out of time. He takes the shot down the field, and it is caught. What a play down the field. Wow, good play. Unsure exactly of who it was that made the catch, but White takes his shot. Humphrey didn't get himself in a good spot there. The RPO. They're able to tackle Fairweather there. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Actually gained a couple of yards. At the 4-yard line, White takes the snap and gets a touchdown to Fairweather. Fairweather had the monster game last week. This might be too little, too late for the Auburn team. Oh, Georgia is not ready for that onside kick attempt. Still up 3 scores. They'll now send the hands team out there. Colby Young catches it. Georgia now will attempt to shoot clock. As of right now, they still have the starters out there. Beck in the bunch, takes the snap, handoff ETN. ETN, a gain of about 4. ETN has had a pretty solid day here. Did find his way into the end zone. It's been a bit of a pass-happy game for Georgia. They have had success running the football. They put a lot on Beck's arm. Beck runs the clock down, hands it off. ETN dragging the defender for a first down. Beck, 3 wide in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. He gets blockers out in front of ETN. Gain of 6 as the tailback starting to get going here. ETN gets a breather. Branson Robinson comes out. Beck takes the snap, hands it off. Branson tries to fall forward, only gains about 3 yards. Georgia looking to put this game away. Do they stick to the ground game? Beck takes the snap, tries to find him. That's going to be a catch, but is not good enough for the first down. Georgia, as we go to the 2-minute warning, has a decision to make. Definitely have to think, how you doing, McAlvin? McQueasy. Georgia has been able to run the football in this game. It's a 4th and 1. They're up 3 scores. Georgia, Beck gets the ball to ETN. ETN does get the first down. That will officially do it. I think you'll see ETN come out here. He's gotten plenty of touches today. Has been very active. I think it's time to get Roderick Robinson in, get him some work here towards the end of the game. ETN, really good day on the ground and through the air. Beck takes the snap, hands it off. Roderick Robinson with his first carry of the game gains about 2. Might have to take another snap after this one. Yes, they will have to. Beck hands off to Robinson. Robinson, tough running, gain of about 3. It looks like they're just going to attempt to run the football out here again, try to get the first down just in case Auburn decides to get a little cute with a timeout here. But this game is over. Last snap of the game. Roderick Robinson takes it, unable to get the first down, but Georgia with a 42-21 win in a blackout game. Really nice performance. Georgia now moves to 3-0 in the SEC. 3 very impressive wins. Carson Beck is your player of the game despite throwing an interception, 310 yards, nearly 78% completion percentage with 4 touchdown passes. Probably the wildest one being that one to Delp they just flashed on the screen. And there's Smile Mondin with his pick 6. Had an electric fourth quarter for number 2 after a pretty rough outing up to that point. But the pick 6 was the dagger, officially put this one away. Georgia, again, with a 42-21 win. We'll look at the stats. Beck, 31 of 40, 310 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air, did throw the interception. Took some hits, stayed strong, did what needed to be done. ETN, you see this was a very pass-happy game for Georgia's offense. ETN, 5 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Branson, 6 carries for 27. Roderick Robinson got carries on the last 3 plays of the game. Receiver, we got Dominic Lovett, 10 catches, 84 yards, and 2 scores. Oscar Delp, 6 for 88 and a score. ETN also had 3 catches for 26 yards through the air. Dylan Bell, 3 for 17. Anthony Evans, 3 for 42 as the offense tries to get the speedy sophomore more involved. London Humphreys, his 2nd touchdown in as many weeks. 3 catches for 24. Urasek, 2 for 18. Colby Young did have a first down grab. Defensively, Ellis Robinson again leads the way in tackles. Not what you're looking for out of your quarterback, but the special player, special freshman, still out there making plays. Raylan Wilson, 11 with a tackle for loss. Mondin with the 7 tackles, a tackle for loss, and the interception. Kristen Miller, 5 tackles for loss. Michael Williams had 2. Kristen Miller had 3 sacks. Michael had 1, and Jalen Walker had 1. And the only interception was Mondin's, the pick 6. We take a look at Auburn. If I can get it to pull up, there it was. Walker White got off to a good start. Was really accurate. Made a couple of big throws, 303 yards through the air with 2 scores, but did throw the pick 6. That really was the dagger. Jarquez Hunter was not able to get a whole lot going. Got a little banged up in this game. Hopefully he's all right for them moving forward. 39 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Cam Coleman was very impressive. The freshman wide receiver had a couple of really nice plays. Also had some RPO style plays that didn't really get a whole lot going for him. Did have 8 catches for 78 yards. Lambert Smith, 7 for 89. Fairweather, 5 for 34 and a touchdown. Jarquez Hunter did get a receiving touchdown as well. Jeremiah Cobb not doing a whole lot, and that was Robert Lewis that had the deep ball down the field, the senior, 2 for 69, including the 58-yarder. Defensively, for them, they had Laquan Robinson lead the way with 15 tackles. Jalen McLeod, the outside linebacker, with a good, impressive day himself, 10 tackles. You had Blighty with 2 tackles for loss, Keys with 1, Falk with 1 himself. Auburn was able to pick up 2 sacks by Blighty and Falk. But Georgia comes out on top yet again with the victory. We'll advance the week. We'll go over scores from around the country as our coach keeps leveling up. Always nice. Georgia's at 5-0. We'll upgrade the coach. We'll advance the week. Let's see what's in the motivator tab that I can do. I think with Carson Beck is probably, I'm sure, going to be, a top 3 round guy, getting some bonus XP for Gunnar Stockton and Puglizny as we head into next year. I think that would be a good purchase there. Let's go back to recruiting, see if there's something here that stands out to me. Increase starting interest from quarterbacks. That'll be something I maybe want to do next year. This week, recruiting hours. Let's do, we got a couple of, we've really got some offensive linemen that we need to get. So we'll increase our weekly hours. I did add a couple of guys, a cornerback and another offensive tackle to try to recruit with us losing a couple guys and kind of struggling for others. Let's advance it. We'll go over the scores. I will hop off stream for just a minute again, just because it's easier to upload things to YouTube from there. As we get Kenny Boyce, the 6'4", speedy, deep threat wide receiver from Ocala, Florida, does decide to commit. He was on an official visit with us. Really, really nice get for him. Again, right now, as far as what we're seeing, the only guy at risk of transferring is Cash Jones, a backup running back. But yes, huge get for that. That's now 2 wide receivers, both 4 stars, but we really like Boyce coming out of the preseason. We did lose Bolin. Was not really expecting to get him. Thought that he would end up going to Miami, and he does. And Kristen Miller is named SEC Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. Miller has been just outstanding. We'll check, just because I believe he's almost got to be leading the country in tackles for loss. So I'll take just a quick glance at that. And then we'll check out the scores. And we'll take a look at the team stats here as well. As we come back from this, sort it by tackles for loss. That is not correct at all. Okay. Let's see if maybe the SEC. Because the SEC shows them correctly, and you see Kristen Miller with 12 is leading the way. Jalen Walker and Michael Williams are actually 2nd and 3rd just in the conference. Now we'll just come down and we'll look at Georgia's stats through 5 games. Before we check out the scores and hop out of here for just a minute, get off stream just enough to let the dog out, and I'll be right back on. Carson Beck, 1,413 yards through 5 games, 13 touchdowns against 5 interceptions. He's gotten on fire a little bit here in the scoring department. The interceptions, he's thrown 1 in every game. He's got to clean that up, only threw 6 all of last year. Trevor Etienne, 386 yards and 4 scores on the ground. Branson, a $189 and 3. Roderick, 103 and 3. At receiver, Dominic Lovett is leading the way in both receptions and yards. The slot receiver has really had a nice campaign. Again, is looking like he's going to put pressure on. Being a 1,000-yard receiver, Georgia has only had one ever in Terrence Edwards way back in 2002, I believe, 2001, 2002, somewhere in that range. Lovett does have 5 scores dealt. 414 on 27 catches, has been very explosive. 4 touchdowns for him. Dylan Bell, 139 yards and 2 scores. Uraseg of 121, no scores. Trevor Etienne does have 119 yards through the air as well. London Humphreys, 2 scores. Just under 100 yards receiving. Kobe Young, 5 for 80. Got Anthony Evans is starting to get a little bit more involved. 4 for 48 now on the season defensively. Our leading tackler is Ellis Robinson. The true freshman is definitely well on his way, I believe, to a freshman All-American campaign. Does have 4 deflections as well for him. Malachi Starks, 39 tackles, 2 interceptions. I want to say one of those was for a touchdown. It was, yes. Malachi Starks, well on his way to an All-American campaign. Raylan Wilson with 31, Michael Williams with 31. Michael also with 9 tackles for loss. Julian Humphrey, 30 tackles and an interception. Smile Mondin has 3 interceptions with the pick 6 there in the last game. Just double checking that he didn't somehow have another one. Jalen Walker, 6.5 sacks and 25 tackles, 11 tackles for loss. Kristen Miller, 12 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks. Dalen Everett with 2 interceptions, and both of those going for pick 6s. Warren Brinson with 3 sacks and 7 tackles. Daniel Harris with an interception as well. Let's make sure I didn't miss anybody going over that. Aguero with an interception and 23 tackles on the season. DeMello, hometown kid, with an interception and a tackle, and Jake Pope with an interception as well. So yeah, let's take a look at the scores. I'll hop off here for a second, then I'll be right back up on the stream. UCLA beats down number 19 LSU at home. Was that on here, McGowan, or on your Dynasty? Let's take a look around the top 25. that was you, congratulations. You somehow saw it on here, and that's also congratulations. Playing UCLA. Just played it. Nice job, man. Get the wins when we can. North Carolina State gets upset at home by Wake Forest 31-25. UCF takes down Florida 38-35 on the road. Ohio State 45-27 over Iowa. UCLA, there you go, McAlvin. Upsets Penn State. Penn State, I believe, was up to number 3. UCLA with a 35-34 win. Ole Miss goes on the road, takes care of business, 28-24, a tight game over South Carolina. Nebraska falls to Rutgers. Nebraska has been on fire to start this season. Raiola heading into this past week was actually, Dylan Raiola that is, leading the country with 22 touchdown passes, but Rutgers goes on the road, a 23-21 win. Again, Georgia with a 3-score victory. Alabama survives at Vanderbilt, 29-26. Got Texas Tech, a 28-27 nail-biter of a win at Arizona. Miami gets absolutely boat raced by Cal. Miami was 5-0, 44-17 win for the Golden Bears. Michigan, in a rematch of the national championship game, again takes down Washington. Washington now with 2 losses on the season. Michigan back up to 5-1, number 6 in the country, a 24-17 victory for them. Florida State wins by 2 scores over Clemson. Oregon 38-0. They blanked the Michigan State Spartans, and that is your last score. But yeah, Georgia, another nice, impressive win. And let's do a little recruiting while we have points, and then I'll hop off and then hop right back on here in just a minute. Kevin Vernon is the kind of replacement for Deontay Riggs. Very similar, good athlete that is definitely a quarterback. We are leading the way heavy, but LSU looks like they're trying to make a late push. I'm throwing all the points I can at him. Tobias here, leading the way for him, using all of our points. Easy leading the way for him, using all of our points. Those are our 2 wide receiver commits, and Dexter Dallas and Kenny Boyce. Kuma, we're looking good for. AJ Mix, we're looking good for. Roland Wicks, this looks like something that we are probably a battle that we're not going to win. Not really investing any more points in him. In fact, let's just take him off the board. Save some hours there. Maldonado, looking good for him. Whitaker looking good there. Pounds, I mean, we're throwing every point that we can at him. Whatever LSU is doing is really been beneficial for them. Why? So they have gotten where they can visit him, but I cannot. Doesn't seem right, but okay. Bolden already committed. We weren't super crazy about him anyway. I was taking completely off the board. We've been pushing more points into this AJ Michaels guy. We got some extra points. Let's just go ahead and go the full 60 that we can on him. Quincy Keys, looking good on him. Let's go ahead and put a couple more points on him as well. Ayudale is one of the guys that I just recently found off screen. So we are definitely going to pretty good defensive tackle. We're going to we'll add some points there. I think right now we're the only people really recruiting him. I got some points to spare. Let's just, let's try to get this guy. Marquise King, again, plays more like a 4-star. We're in a battle here. Oh, Michigan takes a big jump. I was leading enough for him where I only dropped down to 10 points. Let's, we'll put him at this game with Florida. We will use, what is it? Brand exposure. So we will just use that one for him. Go around it. There it is. And we schedule for him. We'll send the house. We'll get back going with him there. Emmanuel Wood, kind of struggling with this on Craycraft, is the only other commitment that we have. Scruggs leading Big Four. Atkins is the cornerback that I recently found. So let's put some points on him. A 4-star gem that I found. Nobody was really giving him any love. Let me put the points there. Okay. Sorry about that. Hendricks, he's committed. He's a 5-star that I really would like. I don't remember what his motivation is, but I'll keep him on there because I did really want him just in case he decommits. RJ Dorsey, we are in a battle with Oregon here. I am throwing all the points that I can at him. We've already had him on the official visit. I mean, did about all that we could do, and we overtook Oregon, but Oregon is hosting him this week. Probably going to be a battle that I think that they'll probably jump back ahead of us, but we'll give it all we got. Let's go ahead while we got some additional points. I'll go ahead and throw some more towards Flynn. We're in a good spot with him, but let's go ahead and just let's try to put that one away. Actually, I have him. Just got him off a visit as well. Nate Naylor, 5-star, looking good for him. Tennessee looks like they maybe just offered him. Hobbs, we're the only people recruiting. John, we're the only people recruiting. Taylor Webb, we're the only people recruiting him. Khalil Blank, the only people recruiting him. And Dakota Mahedi is a tight end that I've tried to get more involved in. Pull him up. I tried to do this by position. We need a couple of tight ends though. So him and Blank we will pull up here. So it's kind of still lined up by position. And only people recruiting him, both of these guys right now. Got some points to kind of throw around. Let's see. So still need a fullback. I guess I can maybe try to swoop in on one here late just to get a body on there so they don't give me a walk-on. Tight end, we need 2. We're targeting 2. We need 2 tackles. I am targeting 2, though they're both right tackles. Let's see, a guard. So we're targeting guys there. Need 3 ends. I'm targeting 3 ends. Need middle linebacker. Need 3. I'm targeting 1, but we do have a Craycraft that we are going to be moving there. So let's go down. Let's see if we can find another linebacker that's not being looked at a whole lot here. 4-star run stopper. Looks like he may be more of an academic kid based on some of the teams there. Nobody is really recruiting this guy here either. We're 5th. He's from Georgia. Let's take a look at Taj Shaughnessy and see what we have maybe got in him. Right now we're barely making the cut, but nobody's really recruiting. He's okay. He's solid. Definitely usable. Let's go ahead and offer him a scholarship. And let's do contact family and friends because I think we can jump up pretty well on him. Let me go back to my team needs defense. I can get both of the middle linebackers there that I have now while moving the outside linebacker inside. That would be good. We need 2 safeties, strong safety. And I believe we're looking good for both of them. We are, so we'll leave that alone. Let's move the flight tackle up. I might try to see if I can maybe find another. There weren't really a lot of tackles that I remember that are not really being looked at. So is there anybody that I'm maybe not particularly crazy about that we're going after? Maybe add a slightly better player. So cornerback recruiting, feel okay about getting Atkins. That Dorsey battle is going to be tight. Let's see if I can find another cornerback while I have some bodies here. Dorsey recruiting. Another 4-star guy that actually has us first from Cartersville, Doug Coffey. Nobody is recruiting now. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a plain Jane 4-star. Decent speed, decent man coverage. Not sure what his zone would be. We need to always take a couple of bodies here though at cornerback. We'll host some family and friends there. Yeah, that gets us back to 30 targets, and I will be right back with you, McAlvin. Just hang out. I'm just going to take the dog out. But if you're watching this again on Twitch, if you catch this, afterwards, follow. Let me know any feedback that you may have. If you're seeing this on YouTube and you're enjoying the content, like and subscribe. Next up, we will have Mississippi State. Thank you guys. I will catch y'all next time.